Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you various kinds of electronic components, and believe me, 70 to 80% of your projects comprise of all these components and various kinds of sensors. So let us start from this module, right? So this is called the relay module, okay? And this is used to optically isolate your high voltage circuit from a low voltage circuit, okay? And this module comprises of two relays, this one and this one. And on all these sides of pin you connect your high voltage circuit like AC supply or high voltage DC supply, okay? And on these four pins you connect your low voltage circuit, basically your microcontroller, right? And you can also see two ICs on this module, okay? These are called the optocouplers. So these are the main components on this module. So these are actually used to optically isolate your high voltage circuit from a low voltage circuit, right? Now let us move on to this module. This is called the IR sensor, right? So it detects objects using the infrared rays, okay? These two LEDs are used to emit infrared rays, right? And it can be used in obstacle detection like and proximity sensing, okay? And it has three pins. One is for the VCC, the middle pin is for the ground, and the third pin is for the output of the signal, right? So this is an ultrasonic sensor which is used to measure the distance from any obstacle or an object. So trig pin is used for transmitting the ultrasonic waves from this part, and echo pin is used for receiving the ultrasonic waves from this part, okay? And this is the buck converter which is used to step down the voltage, that means higher voltage to lower voltage. And inside this black case there is an inductor coil which is the main part of this buck converter. On the input side you can input 4 to 40 volt, on the output side you can output 1.5 to 37 volt, right? So the arrow direction is from input side to output side. And this is the boost converter which is just the opposite of the buck converter, right? On the input side you can input 5 to 32 volt, and on the output side you can get greater than 32 or 62 volt, okay? So between that range. And this module is used when you are lacking of the PWM pins on your microcontroller, right? So you can take out a maximum of 16 PWM pins or output from this module. You can see 16 pins are there for the output signal of PWM. So you just need to interface this module to your microcontroller using these pins, right? So if you are lacking PWM pins on your microcontroller like this one Arduino Uno, it has only 6 PWM pins. Suppose you want to use 20 PWM output, so you have to interface this Arduino Uno with this module, right? And this is an LDR sensor, light dependent resistor. At the top of this you can see there is a photoresistor, right? This is, so its resistance changes with the variation in the light intensity. And the same principle of this LDR sensor is also used in your smartphone displays for auto brightness control. Now let us move on to this module. Basically this is a LCD screen, okay? You can print anything on this LCD screen using your microcontroller. So there is a dedicated module which is called the I2C module, this one. You have to just solder it on this, right, like this, and you can interface this LCD screen with your microcontroller using this I2C module, okay, using these pins. And this is a LED matrix, okay? This is a 8x8 LED matrix. You can print out or you can print any kind of pattern on this LED screen using your microcontroller, right, using these pins. So you can see 5 types of pin: VCC, ground, D in means data in, CS is for the chip select, and CLK is for the clock line, that means for synchronization data between LED matrix and your microcontroller. And this is a rotary encoder. I have made a dedicated video on this rotary encoder, in which I have showed you that how you can control your servo motor using this encoder, right? So you can check out that video. And this is a 7 segment LED display, okay? You can see 7 segments are there, and there is a one more LED you can see below it, which is used to display the decimal numbers, okay? So this comes in two varieties, one is common anode and one is common cathode. So this one is for the common cathode. So this is a PIR sensor which is used to detect the motion. So whenever a motion is detected, this sensor can trigger an output signal, and we can use that output signal for turn off the LED, turn on LED, or turn on motor, and any other kind of things. And this is an active buzzer which is a simple component. It has two terminals, positive and negative. This is a motor driver which is used to control the direction and speed of the motor, of a DC motor basically. So one motor is connected here, one motor is connected here, and these pins are used for the direction and speed control. Okay, and this is for the power supply. So this motor driver works on the principle of H bridge, and this is an Arduino Nano, right? This is an ESP32, so it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities. And this is a joystick module. You can map the output of this like left, right, up, down. Okay, you can control anything using this joystick module. And this is a servo motor which works on the principle of PWM signal, right? So this yellow wire is for the PWM signal, middle wire is for the VCC, and black wire is for the ground. And this is an Arduino Uno. I have explained this in my first video, right? You can check out that. So this IC is called the shift register, basically 74HC165. So this is used to expand the number of input. If you are shorting off a number of inputs on your microcontroller, you can make use of this IC. Okay, so you can expand the number of input like reading switches, sensor values, right? And this is the model number 74HC595, which is used to expand the number of outputs. Okay, so this is related with the number of outputs.